That evening, the halls down below bustled with activity. The witch sighed, walked down her stairs, and leaned up against the wall, listening. How pathetic she felt, how low to be reduced to eavesdropping like this. She shook her head to no one at all, reminding herself to be patient, that the opportunity would come. She need only play her role until the time was right. Beyond the wall there were voices. A Cradden, perhaps, and Gartone. He was easy to pick out, but the others she didn't know. It was sellswords or guards, other people of little consequence. It's time to end the embarrassment. I want patrols to hit every street in the city. Whatever you're thinking, double it. Yes, sir. We'll mobilize the gearsmen immediately. I want people out there too, men and women, people with brains in their heads. The machines have a habit of missing the obvious. It's going to take people to find them. Oh, very good, sir. I'll put together some teams, see if we can bring in additional mercenaries, and we'll make a net. We'll make a net so tight they can't possibly slip through. See that you do. Rassic still has plenty of room in the basement. Either they fill those cells, or you do. Rustling, footsteps, people leaving. This was an interesting development indeed. Someone in the city causing enough trouble to rattle Gartone. The witch's sharp mind was already spiraling off in a dozen different directions, working through contingencies, trying to find a way to turn this to her advantage. It was difficult, given her position, but at the same time, well, she enjoyed a challenge, didn't she? Tell me, Captain, do you believe these interlopers are the ones who've plagued you for weeks now? I don't know what you're talking about, Cradden. Come on now, old boy. The ones who disappeared your little gargoyle friend? The ones who kept you away from us for so long in that little backwater? I bet you're just dying to get your hands on them. I bet you should keep your nose out of your better's business. These people made fools out of you and Elias. That's enough for me to string them up. As foolish as you both are, you represent the League. When people see you fail, it reflects badly on all of us. Sure it does, old boy. You, of course, have never experienced anything comparable. Certainly none of your employees have ever, say, blown your lab to pieces, nearly killing you and stealing your prized test subject. Keep talking, fool. I dare you. The Cradden fell silent. Of course, he would poke and prod up to a point, but to challenge Osmond's right-hand man directly, even the summoner would know better than that. The witch shook her head, almost disappointed. A fight in the halls, even if she couldn't see it, would have been a wonderful diversion. At least she'd come away from the talks with a couple ideas. This is Pot Against the Machine.
Pot Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pot Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play where a 52 diplomacy check only helps half the party get out of jail. I'm your host, and here's everybody.
What you doing? Nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn? With our friend, who's got 6 fingers on his hand.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Last week on the program, we joined right at the end of the crab fight when the owner of the crabs came barreling out of the building with a few sellswords. It appeared to be a technically captain who was none too happy to see his alien ice monsters get destroyed. He confronted the party, started to put 2 and 2 together, and realized that this one Aasimar spellcaster who did a lava flow on his crabs might be the very Aasimar spellcaster who made off with a technological artifact a few days ago that the League seems to be looking for. So he, despite our new friend Cassius's efforts at diplomacy was quite insistent he needed to take the spellcasters in for questioning. The party wasn't about to let that happen, so a little bit of clandestine spellcastery later, they all teleported away, leaving the Technical League in the lurch. After that, the party, got to know this guy who had just helped them fight the crabs, and discovered that he was a traveling actor / swordsman / crusader by the name of Cassius Hoyt, or lots of other names as well, who had actually heard of them via talking to Eshki over at the Tarnished Tooth. Seems that he is a Shalenite and no friend of oppressors. He really doesn't like the Technical League in particular. And, there may be some synergy there to be had. After that, I think everybody just decided that they can stay in his fancy hotel room since they just lost their floor to sleep on in a horrible falling out with Mockery. So Cassius upgraded his room to a suite to make enough floor space for everyone to stay, and the party went to bed. And that's where we are now, rolling over onto the 6th of Nath.
Sorry, I do just want to clarify that not everybody's on the floor. Some of us have beds. Well, some of us have beds and some of us are in those beds. Those are often not the same person.
Weird how that happens.
It's a goo roll time. Time to roll goo for our boy. Have to beat DC 12 with a +9. So yeah, then the next one will be 14 after this. Let's friggin' goo it. It's a 17 to goo that dog.
That dog's got the tastiest goo.
Yep. That streamy flavor of imitation crab from the street. I bet you it makes a delicious goo for him. And he's closer to being able to talk.
Why doesn't everybody bounce me a D100 while we're, just having goo?
Just having goo.
Uh-oh.
Well, actually, wait, no, I think that is good because I think it's higher is worse.
95er.
95 is pretty good.
Oh, uh-oh. Never mind.
What else we got?
I got a 12.
12, eh? Let me just check something real quick.
You age 3d6 years.
I need a
15 years.
fortitude save.
That is a 26.
All right, you're fine.
Ooh. We're really interested to know what that is and why it still affects us when we're in a hotel room.
Oh, yeah? Let me help you out with a 5.
Oh, that's not good either. Can I
I feel
get...
like Kira could probably pass this fort save on
Oh, yeah,
a 1,
it's a
though.
fort save. That's fine.
Yeah, it's another fort save. Might be
Okay,
a different
I
fort save. Who can say?
Oh, that's a 19 on the die. I'm sure I'm fine.
Yeah,
19
you're
plus... Okay, good.
26 on the D100.
fine. You're all right.
Phew. They were slowly narrowing it down. A 21 is a fail and a 26 is a pass.
I believe it was a 12 that was a fail. I don't think we had a 21.
Oh yeah, I had a 12. My brain flopped the numbers around.
All right, you've got a whole day in front of you. What's the plan here?
I think we should start digging.
Into Grin? Or, like, directly
Oh.
down to see
No,
Vargas?
I did mean to
Like right now in the hotel room.
Let's just go. We've got a whole day. But I guess digging into Grin also makes sense and is probably more effective.
I would like to check on Tarazi. We've given him a decent berth, but we need to see what's going on there. Make sure he's still okay. I'm done looking like an SMR. I appreciate your hair, but I think it's about time that I start, well, that's it. I'm just gonna look like a halfling. But not a super messed up halfling like Tad. A better put together halfling.
Tad's more successful cousin.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Rad.
Yes.
It's the same character with sunglasses on.
We can go check on Tarazi. Do we have to do more sneaks?
I wonder if it would be better if most of us stayed a little further away and just Brixby, who's really sneaky, got close enough to make sure he was okay, since the Shade can see that we have magic on us.
I mean, I am magic incarnate, unfortunately, so I will probably stick out like a sore thumb. But I don't know if we should do as much following, just as much like a check-in, how you doing? We may need to set up some sort of like dead drop way to communicate moving forward, because we essentially risk his safety every time we try to contact him. We also need to set a specific goal with this. I know that's kind of late to do that. We embedded him to try to get information, but we already know what the inside of the Technic looks like. Has he shared with us the whole, like, weird back and forth between him and Gartone and moving on Cyrus and the Shade and whatnot? So yeah, we don't even know that. We don't even know that he's embroiled in the machinations of palace intrigue. Like, literally, I think we've garnered some incredibly valuable information in terms of being able to teleport inside of the building. But there has to be an end to this. Because he's going to be made to do something terrible, or worse. They will find out who he is, and they will hurt him.
Well, maybe we can get him out now then. If we don't have any more information to find. And then we can go get Vargas, and then we can, kill a bunch of bad guys as needed.
Do you think the killing a bunch of bad guys would probably happen before and after the other things on that? But probably all throughout the list. We'll do a lot of bad guy killing, hopefully.
Okay.
We can obviously catch our friend up on what's going on with Tarazi, because runs relatively little risk. We never vibe checked you, but you were, a brother in Smash, so.
He did try to talk the league captain down, saying like, hey, on second thought, maybe we can just like pay you for your dumb crabs.
That is true.
But that's not to dissuade you from vibe checking me.
It's a little late. I already slept on your suite floor.
I didn't see
If you were going
DJ.
to murder me,
21
that would have been a good time.
Yeah.
I got a 21 to read vibes, if that matters for anything.
Overnight vibe check, just staring at him while he sleeps.
That's not creepy at all.
So, yeah, let's try to get in touch with Tarazi in some way, get close enough to... Oh, God. Did we... I'm trying to remember. Will there be a lasting aura from telepathic communication, or is that something that we cast, it's instantaneous, and then...
I think while it's active, like you do appear to be under, and I don't remember off the top of my head what school it is, but there's definitely like an aura of a spell on you.
It is, I assume, yeah, it's a divination school.
Yeah, because it's not an instantaneous duration. It's a last 10 minutes a level.
That makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Okay, yeah, we probably need to engage in some more low magic, like high sneak ways of engaging with him, or contacting him. And then, yeah, we can dig into the Grin stuff. Anything else anyone wants to do today?
Do they have any tourist stops we could make?
I don't know.
Neither of my characters were there, but just to add to the list of potential gather informations, what about that Obel? Anybody see anything? The gargoyle lady who came?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it may have just been a straight shot in the mockeries, and maybe nobody saw anything, but that was interesting.
Well, I'm assuming she's also the one, because remember when we did gather information and it said there was like flying ghosts stealing people and bringing them into the mountain? That's probably her.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could try to gather information on Obel. We could try to gather information on gargoyles in general in the area, like if it's something that a lot of people see or if they have any presence at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if we want to try and we think that Obel is potentially exceptionally powerful, we could try casting like a vision or a legend lore spell to try to gather more information on somebody specifically. And under certain circumstances, that might be safer, depending on like what inquiries we're making. But
could
at the
we
same time,
do that against? That would probably be a bad idea, because it's probably got some kind of thing where if you try to scry on somebody too powerful. I was going to say, could we do that against Unity themselves?
no, we can absolutely do that.
Can
Because
we?
it's not like a scrying thing. Like when you do something like legend lore,
It's just, you're literally just like recalling information. You're not actually like, okay.
yeah, and we can do that about essentially. I think it's like a person, place, or thing. I mean, I can pull the info up, but if we did want to turn our sights to that, we could definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at hand. It's something that we could try to dig into.
Because
more.
it's kind of creepy, like, how that she's been brought up again, and I'm thinking about this, like, how easily she found us when we were super hidden, and how she knew so much about us, including mentioning, like, backstory stuff that our characters haven't even shared with each other. Like,
we can prepare it for the day. I have the ability to prepare vision if we wanted to do that.
yeah. Is there anything else in that slot that could be important for other stuff today? How big a one is that?
It's the highest level I have, which is like
That's
my
what I figured. It's like a
teleport
6 or a
creator.
7. Yeah.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, because, like, I feel like we're almost to a point where we're going to have to start moving against somebody, but it's probably a good idea to get more information on her, because she and her boss are kind of like the one faction that we really don't know anything about, and that mountain is so locked down.
Yeah. I guess I might regret this later, but I feel like the Technic League is an imminent threat.
Yeah.
And the Silver Mount is sort of a latent threat that is kind of beckoning us to it in a way. But and this might be meta, but it feels kind of like we're probably dealing with Starfall before we deal with the mountain.
Yeah.
But But at the same time, I mean, again, it's just a level 7 spell slot. It's not the end of the world.
I really want to, like, not Alwyn because he doesn't think this way, but I, the player, really want to take out a captain. Like, just, like, pick one out of a hat and just take a captain down.
I mean, we can.
You've seen a bunch of them.
Yeah.
We definitely, like, have the ability to if we think it would be... I mean, if we want to continue to try to potentially poorly sow discord in their ranks, like, we could definitely try to kill a captain and make it look like another captain killed them. Although I do think that they're probably going to assume it is the Short King Asimar and his crew.
I was going to say, they definitely won't believe it's another captain, but I would like to try. I just think, in my head, I'm still really sad that I missed the great blanket hiding situation of book 1. So I'm like, we can kill them in front of them and be like, that wasn't me, that was you.
The greatest gaslighters of all time. The very capable gaslighters.
That's exactly what I want.
We could kill the Shade.
Let's kill the Shade. She seems mean. That really knocks out a bunch of danger.
At the same time...
So,
go ahead.
Nope.
I don't... it was more of an idle glib thing to say. More as a, like, we may have to kill the Shade to get Tarazi out.
I was going to say, the Hat of Disguise, I'm just double checking, functions as the disguise self spell. There is nothing in that spell that says you can't make yourself look like a specific person. So, like, we could roll up and wreck her while one of us looks like Gartone.
Wow, she sees us the entire time with a level 1.
Or, like, other people see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming she's going to be dead, so...
Yeah, I guess that's true. As long as she doesn't shout out, "Oh God, it's not Gartone," I can see, my magic eyes can see, "Oh God, it's not Gartone."
Alert.
You're not my captain.
But, like, aside from him, we also have 2 other captains we've met. The one that we ran into yesterday, and the swashbuckler with the eye patch.
Elias.
Whose name I'm
Ambervale.
blanking on. Elias, yes.
Brixby is going to take this moment to hit himself with his favorite contingency subject of an attack mirror image, because the pinata pop, as it were, because it's been working out pretty well for
The
him.
explode into rat spell.
Instant Rat King. Just add attack. Just add violence.
Hop on mage armor.
That'll remove one of my level 6 spells, one of my level 2 spells.
So then do we want to maybe start off trying to... Actually, let me...
We could maybe try to learn something about that strange woman that talked to us at Mockeries. She said some things that I don't think I've ever shared with anyone, so I'm very suspicious of her. And maybe after that, we can think about trying to help Tarazi.
Well, that sounds like
Sure.
a good day to me.
What if we do a little splitsy doodle? Because some of us are better at talking to people, some of us are better at sneaking, and I also...
And some of us are good at stickers.
The Shade doesn't know this one, too, assumedly. So there is some benefit to possibly our friend heading up the whatever team stalks Tarazi, the T team, as it were.
The team.
Team.
Speaking of our new friend, how is he going to be traveling today? Is he having any sort of disguise or?
That would be wise, huh? Yeah, I think he is going to stick with the non-magical disguise for the time being. He can cast Disguise Self if he needs to. But he will, instead of his more black and white, sort of graying black hair. He'll have like a chestnut brown. Just gonna AI de-age himself a little bit. And let's see, which of my many outfits will I wear today?
Give yourself the De Niro and the Irishman de-aging treatment.
I think he will wear his courtier's outfit. Just a little kind of a traveling nobleman.
One thing that we haven't done with all these disguises so far is rolled any disguise checks, which I feel like maybe we should do.
Yeah.
Now, just theoretically, if somebody has the drawback where their shadow always looks identical no matter what else is done to them or what else is going on, what sort of penalty would that cause to a disguise check?
Is there does it say in the drawback?
I don't think it says anything like as far as like pure numbers. Let me see. Where are feats? There they are. Umbral Unmasking. You cast no shadow whatsoever. The shadow you cast is monstrous. Creatures that succeed a DC 15 Wisdom check notice it plainly. So there is a check to notice that your shadow is weird. This telltale sign of wickedness cannot be concealed by misdirection, non-detection, or illusions, except those that also affect shadows, such as invisibility.
Okay, so it doesn't specifically affect your disguise check. It's just like they get a second check, basically.
Yeah, to notice that I have a weird shadow. And then I guess it would also have to connect that to, did they see anybody else with a weird shadow that looked different otherwise?
So disguise self gives you a plus 10 on your disguise check. I know you've all taken lots of ranks in disguise, I assume.
Single rank. But
it is my single highest skill. Not on purpose. I just, for some reason, have a huge buff to it.
I have +3. That's not bad.
It's not bad. You get the plus 10 from the spell.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled an 18 for 31.
All right.
I rolled a 2 for a 36.
Wow.
High level Pathfinder.
I rolled an 18 and that is it also 31?
Yeah.
Nice.
It would be a plus a 10 plus whatever your bonus is.
Yeah, so that's going to be 28 plus 3, which is 31.
All right.
I feel like I
mundane
maybe
disguise.
just copied Zach instead of sorry. Sorry, I should stop talking.
No. As I say, the mundane disguise kit only gives you a +2, but I did roll rather well, so I have a 35, good for second place.
Are you changing minor details only? Disguising as a different gender? Disguising as a different ancestry? Age category or size category?
Just age category. Well, not really. I guess I'm still in the same age category. So just not changing genders or anything like that.
All right.
Quick update on mine. I thought that seemed way higher than it should be. I just realized that because I have the Hat of Disguise checked, it's adding that 10 in there already. So it's actually only a 26.
Terrible.
I have a +14, not a +24. I'm like, why is that higher than Spellcraft when I put a point in Spellcraft every level?
Terrible. A child can
So
see
I solved
through it.
that mystery. Yeah, so I have a 26, not a 36. Which is still pretty good for a natural 2.
Yep. All right. Well, we heading out into the city?
Sounds good.
As you
Let's go learn some stuff. Sorry.
come out of your hotel room, there's a little bit of a difference in the vibes on the street. There's fewer people around. Things are just like a little bit weird. And I don't think it takes long before you see, like, posted on the side of a building, a wanted poster with a sketch of one of Brixby's many Asimar versions. And it says under it, 10 silver disc reward for any information leading to the capture of an extremely dangerous party of people. There are at least 2 powerful spellcasters who can disguise themselves magically, and an unknown number of companions. Be on the lookout for any Asimar under 5 feet in height, any person wielding a chainsaw as a weapon, and anyone with a shadow that does not match their body. Alert the technically get once.
Yo, 10 silver discs? Anybody looks at your shadow, throw 20 silver discs to that MF and keep walking.
We could do
I was going to
that.
say, we have somewhere in the neighborhood of like 1,000 silver discs on our character on our loot sheet.
Each silver disc is equal in value to about a platinum, so that's basically 100 gold reward, which, you know, for adventurers isn't very much, but for your everyday folks, that's a lot of money.
That's fair.
So Alwyn is going to look down at his feet and say,
So I don't know if I can disguise this. Is that going to be a problem?
As long as you vaguely resemble your shadow, it's not like your shadow is going to be like, he's got black hair, he's got blonde hair. So, I mean, I think that's going to be the most subtle. It'll be interesting to see how many people are staring at other people's shadows as we walk around.
Yeah.
But if that winds up being a point of concern, I would say try to resemble your shadow as much as possible. I will never be an Asimar again. And, I mean, basically we're already on a protocol that usually when you see the chainsaw, you die. And I can't imagine most of these fools know what a chainsaw looks like. There's probably an image drawn on there of like, chainsaw, this
Just
part
stick with a
moves,
bunch of dogs.
this part goes brr.
Alwyn is just going to be staring at his shadow, which is a 7-foot-long, perfectly square shape with like what looks like bubbles and tentacles inside of it, and go,
Okay. I think I can do that.
Oh,
Just an obelisk.
well, it just looks like a doorway with like stuff moving on the other side of it.
let's see. Maybe you should carry like 3 boxes everywhere you go.
Fine.
Boxes of tentacles. He's a practical effects guy in the horror production.
Tentalgram.
Runs a takoyaki stand.
Well,
10 silver just ain't that much. No one's gonna rat on us.
Not if
I
we
think
look
all the poor
scary
people
enough.
would.
yeah, no, they definitely would. Oh yeah, you know, I've never really noticed how your shadow looks absolutely nothing like you at all. You know what you should do is try wherever the sun is, just sort of be walking right beside Big Stuff and myself. Try to make more of a messy shadow kind of,
Yeah, like overlapping.
yeah, some umbral overlapping, as it were.
We just only move west.
Yes, follow the sun. No, we're not having. Well, okay. This is also something that I planned on doing before we have this conversation because it's
Yeah,
prepared.
I'm assuming
it's
we're using
prepared every
brain
day.
talk, right?
Telepathic bond. Yeah,
Yes.
on the party. We're on brain talk protocol because I can't cast it on Strong Boy Tarazi.
Now, this is an interesting sensation. I can't believe I've never experienced it before. You can all hear me in my mind.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Uh-oh.
Want a secret?
Telepathic mute again.
Uh-oh.
Hello. This is what I sound like in my mind. It's absolutely nothing like my rat voice.
It's been an affectation this whole time.
He's not even British. Or whatever.
Everyone's internal monologue is from a different country than their external voice, isn't it?
Yep, and that's actually the secret that Brixby is terrified of his friends finding out, is that he's not even from Taldor. Why does he talk like that?
Went to summer camp once. His cabin mate was Taldorian. Thanks, Jeff.
Well, so if Alwyn and Kira go do the gather info, then I can kind of just stand so that her shadow is blocking mine most of the time, like we said, since she's like a foot taller than me. And that should hopefully help some. Maybe stick to the slums where it's not as obvious that, like where it's not as bright. And then you two shouldn't have any trouble checking on... Actually, that's assuming that New Jeff is sneaky. I have no idea if Cassius is sneaky or not.
Plus 13. So
Sneakier than
somewhat.
Kira.
Actually, I wonder, now that I think about it, though, you would probably be better helping me, because don't you have a high charisma?
That's what I was thinking is...
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
No, I do have a very high diplomacy.
Yeah, but maybe you stay and provide weird shadow, and Kira and I just do our best. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if they see you, if the shade is looking at you, I am either seen as disguised or seen as invisible. So, kind of on like Metal Gear Solid, get under a box and move, like, area at this point.
Nice.
Yeah.
You also have the get out of jail quickly spells. I don't have.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you have the better spells for the shade thing. Like, you're absolutely the one that's got to do that one.
Oh, 100%.
Not just because of the sneak, but also because you can teleport away.
Yeah, and theoretically teleport out Tarazi and make Jeff play two characters at the same time, which is kind of my goal.
Theoretically.
And then we get them in conversation. And we're like,
And then we
Tarazi,
all
you haven't
walk
met
away.
our friend. Uh-huh. That's it. We've done it to Sam already.
That's true.
Now we have to do it to one of our own.
You did it to me, too.
Yeah, that is true. We've done it to you as well.
Right, so Cassius and Alwyn, and then Kira and Brix will split up.
And as you go through the city, like every block or so, like there's more of these posters, and there's lots of different drawings, like of different versions of Brixby. There's Cassius's real face, or at least something that looks a lot like it. So he did get clocked undisguised. There's like human Kira went from when she had the chainsaw. There's a couple like back versions of you guys as well. No Lightning Face. It doesn't look like Lightning Face made the Lightning McFace. McFace. I'm sorry. How could I forget so soon? Doesn't look like she made the cut. Maybe she's being treated as a different being. But, you know, there's a bunch of different iterations of disguises, all represented, but the same general message. Looks like they have put up enough notice that they are really looking for y'all now.
Kira looks like Beyonce. No one in this timeline knows who Beyonce is, but that's okay because we do. Beyonce, please don't sue us. I'm a fan.
Just say that you look like Sasha and you're fierce.
Yeah. Kira Kira looks like Sasha Fierce. Sasha, comma, Fierce.
Well, what pairing would like to go first?
All right, let's go talk to our friend the thug. What's up? The hired muscle, the hoodlum, the no good cur.
All right, well, first off, would you like to bounce me just a little luckaroo check?
Right.
Luck, okay.
18.
This is Kira and Brixby?
Yes.
Well,
Should I also roll or no?
I'll take just one luck for the two of you. As you're making your way across the city, working towards the barracks where you know Tarazi has been staying, you come across a patrol. Up ahead, there are 4 very beefy-looking gearsmen, and then one much bigger flying robot behind them. A robot that you two would probably remember that you've seen a broken one of these in the Dusklight under Eidenvey.
Were we able to identify it then? Do we know what it's called?
I believe
Can't remember.
you were able to identify a Myrmidon robot.
Yeah. This sucks. this is
Walk
real
right
bad.
back the other way. So I think Kira sees these things in the distance and slows down, doesn't stop. Sort of brain whispers to Brix. Normally I'm all for fighting things, but we might be a little outnumbered here.
Well, I could, 1, teleport us somewhere else. 2, okay, here's a weird one. It's been a little while since I have successfully identified what these creatures are. Could I roll again and get more information since I've subsequently leveled up?
Yeah, I assume you've learned some stuff since then.
Because I'm particularly curious about their ability to perceive invisible actors. So I will roll first on the Myrmidon, and then I will roll on the Gears people. Okay, that is a 16 off the die for a 41.
That's so many.
And then the other one is a 15 off the die for a 40.
Yeah, let's do 3 questions about Myrmidons. I do not remember what you asked before. Pasting a little picture of them in the guy.
So cool looking. Really got the clamps too. Like loves to give them the clamps.
This is a clamp
Serious
forward
clampers.
book.
Yeah, it really is. I like how it just kind of looks like the top of a Leatherman for clamps too. This needs the little wire stripper in there. Okay. Well, let's see. That would be defined as a special quality, right? Generally, like Tremor Sense, not Tremor Sense, Arcane Sight, and that sort of stuff. The ability to, like, Dark Vision is a special quality, so I assume that a lot of those other things sort of are. So I guess I'll ask for the special qualities of the robot first.
Well, it's got dark vision, 60 feet. It's got low light vision. It also has an ability called superior optics, which you hit the nail on the head, and I'm very disappointed. A Myrmidon robot sees invisible creatures or objects as if they were visible.
MF, which is my
Magical
failure to remember that maybe the first time. Okay, well, heck. That's good. I am going to write on my little... I'm going to bank the other 2 questions for later or 5 minutes from now. And I don't think I need to know if the Gearsman can see invisible. Because we already know that the Myrmidon can. So,
And this patrol is slowly approaching while you're trying to figure out what to do. They're not like charging at you. They're just, walking down the street.
hey, Kira, come over here for a second.
Okay.
To the left. And once we step over to there and Kira comes over to here, I am going to use a greater teleport. God darn it! A greater teleport to bring myself 1 block from the Shades hideout. Barracks house. Youth center. Sorry for anybody that wanted to see us try to fight 5 robots that would absolutely kill us in the middle of the street. But this is what you get when you have a high-level arcane caster, is a lot of teleporting.
All right, well, you boof on out of there. I'm sure the robots take note of the sudden disappearance of people when they walk by the alley and don't see 2 people. They don't see Sasha, Fierce and Rad Can't She.
That's true. But they could also be in one of those barrels.
That's true.
They didn't check
Just
the
like
barrels.
rooting around.
Who's to say if they check the barrels or not?
Yeah, no, they may not have even checked the barrels. Might not even be written into their protocol.
They might go absolutely berserk and tear down the entire building, ruining someone's livelihood, and that might be on your heads.
I mean, more than that.
I mean, it'd probably be on the heads of anybody inside of the building
That's
that
true.
they're carrying down first. Then it would be on our heads after.
But you have managed to slip away without harm. Get yourselves about a block away from the Shades barracks.
Right. Just took a level 7 spell. Good start to the day.
You're not going to need that.
Nope. Let's see if we can find our boy.
Well, walking over to the Shades quarters, this little barracks, and the building is much as you remember it. Don't see any activity. Could do percepti-doos. You could sneak in if you want.
Are we doing
Gonna
perception?
percept.
Doing big perceptions now.
That's okay. That's gonna be a 46.
Makes me stay rolling 40 and above with a 19 for 41.
This is an absurd episode with so many greater than 40 rolls. I suppose the disguise checks were only in the 30s, but still. Yeah, with those checks, the building appears to be empty. You don't think anybody's here?
I don't think anyone's here.
We really should have worked out some sort of elaborate, like, low-tech sign and message dead drop system. It's like a thing that the Leopard stat do. Didn't even really consider it. Well, I mean, we can stake it out. We can sort of walk between here and the Technic Lake facility, but we also run a risk of now being identified, considering we teleported away from some of the other ones. They may not have been able to necessarily make out what we look like, but they may be like big stuff and little stuff. Go and find them. So,
Sam, with a 46/41 percept, are we able to see any sign of where they might have gone, or is that going to be like a survival thing?
That'd be more of a survival.
Oh, the heck, I'll give it a try. It's not a good try. That is a 17.
Now, with the hard cobblestone streets, it's not really anything to leave a trail in. You'd have to be some sort of master tracker like Tarazi or something to make any sense of it.
Well,
we could learn more about Grin. Like, you could do that role, considering the other team is trying to learn more about the gargoyles, right?
More about Grin from whom? Just from...
Gather info, I guess.
Okay, got it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
I guess we
works.
sort of... Did we already on that one? Because we did gather info. Okay, yeah. I can't remember if we did. I just remember Sam saying, think of the worst person, and they killed them for not being bad enough. That is like the dictionary entry for that person in my brain.
Yeah, and there's actually a picture in it, and it's the picture of the worst person you know meme, but he's got X's over his eyes.
Well, it's got to be something we could be useful about.
I
We
mean,
could ask people about gargoyles. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Or, I mean, you know, it's you and I. We're in a breakout group. We're like the most pro-murder, technically, captain. So we could try to figure out some information about which technically captain we'd like to murder.
murder?
Desna, it's like a good murder. Trust me. We could try to gather information on technically captain if we wanted to try to hurt one. We could gather information on Elias if we wanted to. He, of the technically captains that we're aware of, it is the Shade, Elias, Gartone, Crabman, Disappointment, which is probably his name, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
and
go
Grin.
after... No. Let's go after Elias then. Trying to think. Yeah, I feel like I forgot something that I was going to say. So, yes, Elias.
Just gather some information on him, see if we could learn a little bit more about where his Mojo Dojo Casa house is.
All right. Well, while you're
So
doing
many
that,
horses.
let's pop over to the other party, the diplomacy party. Alwyn and Cassius. How's things going?
Probably awkward. I feel like Alwyn would be like very happy and talky, and I don't know. Actually, might be awkward. So, Cassius might be the kind of person that enjoys that company.
Yeah, I don't think he'd mind.
Alwyn would offer him a piece of fruit.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's very good.
I can't say I've ever had belt fruit before. What a day of firsts.
Yeah, there's just like a weird, like I imagine because it doesn't ever say like in the description of the item that it's any specific kind of fruit. So I imagine it's just like some kind of weird generic fruit.
It's the fruit of the loom fruit that you see on the tag there.
Yeah.
It's the mixed fruit jelly you'd get at a Denny's.
I'm pretty sure that's where the old fruit of the loom fruit goes. There's like a pipe.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
no. When they force them to retire.
But yeah, I imagine we would go somewhere, like I said, like probably we'd try to stick to areas where there's not as much like natural sunlight coming down so the shadow isn't as obvious. And we would be asking around about, I don't know if we want to ask specifically gargoyles or, because we did have that hit earlier before we met her of the rumors of like something strange coming in people's windows and flying off with them to the mountain. So I don't know if we want to go along that one. Like, have we seen just something flying, human shaped coming in and out the mountain? Or if we want to say, do anybody know anything about gargoyles nearby? Like, what do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, I think it might be productive to chase it down from that rumor angle. It's like, hey, we heard about people disappearing and getting flown off to the mountain. Just
Well,
try and
why
gather
don't you-
info on that.
Why don't you bounce me just a little bit of a luck check while you're wandering around the city.
Just a D100.
Yeah.
Another really low one. That was a 15.
Guess what?
A patrol.
Oh,
While Alwyn and Cassius are walking through the city, you see coming up from the south of you a patrol of, looks like, 4 heavily armed and armored robot men and a larger flying robot. I think Alwyn's seen these robot guys before, and maybe Cassius has seen them, like, just coming through the wall and things, but maybe not so close up.
No. What's nearby as far as like an alley between what? Like what's the nearby business?
Well, you know, there's your obligatory cake hovel that happens every couple blocks, and there's a bar, looks like a cord winder shop, a place where they sell different like board games like fantasy chess and such.
And yeah, let's just step into, and he'll telepathically, it's like, let's just step into this morning, a morning cake. Surely that's a thing here in Starfall.
MOURN.
Oh, you mean the Waken cake?
Yeah. That also works with my joke.
So yeah, just casually step into the cake hovel and get a cake while this patrol passes. Nothing to see here.
I don't really like cake, but okay. Because it's probably a good idea to make sure they don't see us.
Well, let's see if they think they notice anything weird going by. Just gonna roll for each of these guys. They're not the wisest because they are robots.
I feel like them coming down the street like this and anyone who sees them ducking into the nearest building is probably fairly normal.
Yeah, I think they're getting a lot of people rushing out of their way, so they're kind of robotically trying to assess things, but it looks like you go into the cake hovel and probably a couple of the gearsmen like look into the hovel through the broken window pane, but they don't stop and come and harass you. They keep right on moving.
Yeah, those guns they got are scary looking. The folks at home, they all appear to be wielding like miniguns, like Terminator 2 style miniguns.
They're just little guys.
So, do we think this might not be the best location to ask people things if there's patrols around here?
Judging by the proliferousness of the wanted posters, I don't know that there's any good place in Starfall at the moment where patrols wouldn't be. We may as well even just ask around in this neighborhood. We'll know the patrol is past and get an idea of their frequency if it takes us some time to get answers.
I think you probably have a better diplomacy than me, because mine is mainly high because of my charisma, not because of putting points in it. I have a plus 16, and I feel like you rolled high enough that your debut episode that you probably have a higher than that.
I do have a plus 37.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think Alwyn will be back up on this, both because of that and because he probably doesn't want to draw too much attention to himself. So I will just be rolling to aid for our diplomacies, for our gather info.
All right.
Which actually I don't have to roll because I auto-aid.
And what's the question that you're looking to answer with this diplomacy?
I think probably just like, has anyone seen anything strange? Maybe like a winged woman or like a figure that looks like a person flying around the city, I think would be the big one that isn't a robot.
Yeah, hey, we heard rumors about people getting flown off to the mountain. Have you guys seen anything, heard anything?
All right, let's get that roll. And also a D4 to see how long it takes.
Of course, it's a 4 on the D4. But only a 7 off the dice for a 44.
Only a 7.
That's what
for
it
a
sounds like
44.
every time Kira attacks. Oh no, I rolled a 2. It's a 60.
At high level Pathfinder, something else. Number gets so big. Well, I think it takes a while, largely because of the increased patrols. Like there are fewer people out and about, and the people who are very much like rushing from place to place and trying to get off the streets. As you start to learn the timing of these patrols, like they are coming through on a fairly regular basis. It seems like there's like a lot of teams going through the city. So it becomes a matter of like getting into stores and sort of trying to corner people and get them to talk to you when they would rather not be talking to anybody. As the mood is much more paranoid and restrained. But at the same time, Cassius is a charming guy, and there's something weirdly disarming about Alwyn, his buddy. And you find a couple people willing to have a conversation in rather down on his luck kind of grocery that's mostly just like a stand set inside a building that probably used to be something else. And this couple, like, the man says, well, if it's something flying around and grabbing people, it might be one of those spine dragons. There's spine dragons that live around here. They're big old nasty things. I think they can fly. Can they fly, dear? And she says, I've never seen a spine dragon. I have no idea if they can fly or not. It's probably some of those gargoyles that the sovereign keeps up on the palace. He's got more than a few, and they pretend to be statues, but everyone knows that they're not statues. They're living creatures. They're never in the same place when you go there, and they look around and you can feel them watching you. I know that they're living, breathing things. And they probably fly out and grab anyone they want to.
Well, that is certainly quite informative. I am grateful for your conversation.
You be careful out there. There's, the Technic League's all up in arms about something.
Yes, I've noticed. It seems some people have drawn a bit of attention, for better or worse. Although I'll be keeping my eye out for those people on those wanted posters. That's a pretty penny.
Oh, I wouldn't put much stock into that. The League's just as soon knock you over the head and leave you in an alley rather than pay you.
Why, is that so?
I wouldn't tell them anything, even if they were looking for my worst enemy.
Well, perhaps I shall keep silent as well. You've been quite helpful, thank you.
Don't go talking to any strangers. You never know who's a dangerous spellcaster with a chainsaw.
Has anyone ever even seen a chainsaw? I haven't. I'll roll a bluff if you want.
What even would that be? You can't cut with a chain.
Even in a fantastical world of magic and spine dragons, I draw the line at chains and cutting.
Oh yes, this is my hammer. It's made out of light bulbs. Whoa!
I will take leadership now and recruit this guy as my cohort.
Oh, he's a good guy. He doesn't believe in chainsaws.
I'm sick of all these chainsaw apologists.
All right, well, since you've spent 4 hours gathering information to find out about spiny dragons and gargoyles up at the palace, let's hop over to the other crew. I believe they were looking into some diplomacy as well.
Oh. Diploma. Oh.
Yeah.
See.
Diplomacy. That thing that I'm kind of good at. You're better at.
Ah, you would think so. I'm good at scaring people. If we need to scare people, I am down.
And I'm good at lying to them, but neither of us are good at just asking them what we need straight.
I think that's how we should start. This is my friend. He's good at lying. I'm good at scaring. Can you tell us what we need?
One of us always lies. The other one always scares you. Ooh!
It's the age-old riddle. Am I lying to you, or am I trying to scare you?
Or am I scaring you? Okay. So we were going to do a gather information roll?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
What's the specific question that you're looking to get answered? And
Where does Elias hang out?
all right, and who's doing the primary role? Who's trying to aid?
Probably Kira,
what
'cause I
does
have a
gather
-1.
information use?
Diplomacy.
Okay, then yeah, I will. I only have a +3, but that's more than one. Right, come on, dice. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a 3 on the die, so 6.
It's a 5 off the die for a 4. I do not aid.
So Kira's
Do
running
you know
around
this guy
grabbing
Cyrus?
people, screaming at them like Dumbledore in the Harry Potter movie. But, you know this guy named Cyrus?
He's been saying the wrong name for 2.5 hours.
Why don't you roll me a d4 to see how long you spend yelling Cyrus at strangers?
It's gonna be 2 hours, Sam.
2 hours of chasing strangers around and getting absolutely nowhere, as nobody really wants to talk to these suspicious people. Do a little secret kind of back of the
do that.
napkin stuff. Don't worry about it.
Man.
But yeah, nobody seems to want to talk to you. Nobody seems to know the name Cyrus. Nobody's interested in the vaudeville act of the guy who always lies and the lady who always scares you.
It's a classic. I don't understand.
Yeah, it'll play in Gary, but it doesn't play in Starfall.
Kira still tries with it. No, who's on second? And that's the exact response she gets is silence.
Can I go now?
Okay, but you're scared, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty scared.
Yeah.
All right, that person leaves. And you've gone through the better part of the morning gathering information. One group better able to find stuff out than the other. And Tarazi and his retinue is nowhere in sight, but there are gearsmen and Myrmidon robots all over the city. And you, like the other party, are able to sort of get down the cadence of it and find ways to, slip in and out of buildings and avoid direct confrontations with these robots that seem to be kind of omnipresent.
We've got a lot of those stars from that video game at this point. There's a lot of them.
It does seem like the stars are pretty high, though, floating up in the air there.
Deep in the heart of Starfall.
We should figure out... I mean, we can do the thing where we teleport in and out of a room to sort of... I mean, it wastes spells, but it also... Or even Dimension Door. It allows us to sort of obfuscate how many people are staying somewhere. But at least they haven't locked it down to saying it's assuredly a group of 4 by any means. So I guess we can keep staying at the suite whenever we retire this evening, so we don't have to look for a new place today necessarily.
The bag of holding has no breathing air in there, right? We can't just tuck someone in.
It's
Only
a
for
bad
now.
place to be.
Yeah, you would have to hold your breath while you were in it. And the breath holding
occasionally
rules in Pathfinder are like super ridiculous. One of my main complaints about this game is all of these characters that are supposed to be like Olympic level athletes can hold their breath for, like, when you do the math, maybe about 30 seconds. Before they immediately start dying.
So on the one hand, they don't know it's a party of 4, but undisguised Cassius is the one who booked this hotel and suite, and there's pictures of him across the city. So we may need to get Rusty and
Totally right.
Boof somewhere new, unfortunately.
No, you are right. We absolutely do. Huh.
Sorry,
Well.
Potato's there too,
Oh, how can I forget?
Yes.
Yeah.
with the mask on.
Bed thieving. Face cat having hooligan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could go back to the Tarnished Tooth and see if...
Eshki.
What's her name? Eskey?
Eshki.
Eshki has any leads on a potential hideout. Because I'm trying to think about how many people we've shared our dark secret with that isn't Mockery and his band of cowards in their coward
think just
palace.
her and Cassius.
So that's the only other person that we could potentially ask, like, hey, do you think we should just, like, rent a place in the kill box? Like, not a hotel, but, like, straight up just, like, get a place for, like, 2 months. Or get a storefront or something like that. I don't know. So she might be able to give us a little bit more information on how to stay low key. We could ask Mockery, but I'm kind of worried to even go back
Sasha's
there.
sticker shop. If you're gonna open a storefront.
I'm down.
That is
Yeah.
true.
As is we are want
I like
to do.
Then you have to get permits, the whole business license.
I mean, this place seems like it's pretty corrupt. Like, maybe, I don't know. I'm just,
Well, you'll
I
probably get
am-
a shakedown from the shade sooner or later if you open a business.
that's true.
And then
Can't
we
do
can
that.
kill her.
So, Brisby will share with, I was thinking of possibly seeing if we could contact Eshki at the Tarnished Tooth and see if she has any leads on a potential place that we could crash. Does anybody have any other ideas?
I have never had an idea in my life. No.
There is another thing that we could do.
Oh?
we could just stop sleeping here. It does mean that I will have to change my magical reserves, but it might be a lot easier to find a place to just teleport into and out of than a place to actually stay and sleep in. We could rent a room, and then use that room as a basis of teleporting, I guess is what I mean, and then go and stay in, like, Torch or anywhere else, Yadnve. I mean, it kind of sucks to just be like, there goes some level 7 spells, but that could also really remove the heat from us. I don't know how other people feel about that.
So wait, you said the options are, I can do this in character. So we talk to Eshki and find somewhere else to sleep, or we go home at night. My home at night.
We rent a room and use it to go anywhere else in Numeria for the evening and then teleport back.
What does that do to your spells?
Oh, it just means I have a few less, but I mean, at the same time, that's what magic is for, is to keep us alive. And if this best keeps us alive, then...
But if something happens to Tarazi, then we'll be really far away.
Yes, but at the same time, we'll be seconds from being here. And because of the unfortunate distance we've been forced to keep from him, it's not like our physical proximity in the city has any bearing on our ability to aid him right now. We missed him this morning. We technically don't even have a way to get in contact with him. I mean, I have the ability to cast up to 3 greater teleports a day. I also can cast teleport, which if it's a place that I know well enough, I'm not worried about teleporting. I can just cast a regular teleport to bring me back to Torch. Yep. It's just a greater teleport is the let's not be concerned about it at all.
That's why I was wondering if maybe there was like an item that like worked to like anchor a place so you could teleport to it without having to roll or something.
Not that I know of, but if it did, it would be like $1 bajillion. Probably. But yeah, no, I guess in terms of focus, I mean, do folks want to stay in the town, try to ask somebody about where to stay here, or do people want to try teleporting out at night?
Can we start with staying in town?
Sure.
Yeah. I think teleport should be a last resort.
Gotta save up those
That works
spells.
for me. I would completely agree.
If it wasn't for your friend and his well-being, it might behoove us to let the interest die down and, chase down the lead you mentioned on Kira's mom and Chesed. Something along those lines, but I understand not wanting to abandon your friend.
And it's actually twofold. Fills in the information about the oldest convict in Numeria, if we haven't done that already. And we don't know what he's, what pains, what horrors he's encountering every day as well. We also don't know how long it would take the heat to die off, or how quick it would pop back up again. Because I can't envision. We were pretty, very, very unsubtle in the way that we started. But at the same time, I worry that even if we gave them 3 weeks, we come back and it's back up to like threat level red again. Maybe.
I don't want to leave Tarazi that long.
I don't want to leave Vargas that long.
Oh yeah.
And I think that we have to respond to this elevated heat with heat. We have been careful and we have been running away, but we're going to have to strike back. We have to put fear in the heart of the Technic Lake. If we run, we will lose. if they start to weather the losses, say, public losses, maybe, just maybe, they'll have a little bit less fear. The streets will feel a little less empty. And people will be looking for less large square shadows.
I think you're right, Brix. I feel ready to fight. I'm tired of running. And I'm tired of hiding. And I'm tired of waiting for our friends to come back. But I will wait for just a little bit while we talk to Eshki.
I don't know who should go. My dog.
Kira punched her in the face. So
Clearly we send Cassius, the one that she knows the most.
Well, you know that she knows Cassius.
oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ah, that ruins my joke.
It's like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the one she knows most.
We are going to need to be able to get around. Because even if we teleported there, we're not going to be able to teleport to, if she's like, yeah, go rent a place in the kill box at this place and this place. I know the person. It's not like we'll be able to zoop right there. So let's get a breakout of Brixby and somebody else, just because Brixby can teleport us away. And maybe just the two of us or three of us go. I know it's not fun for role-playing.
Kira will happily keep eating cake while the two people who are good at convincing go with you. But don't do anything
Kira
fun.
punched her in the face, so that's probably why she wants to stay.
Eshki mentioned that she knocked Kira out with a single punch. I don't think she felt rather threatened.
Okay, well, she would
She
be
said
this
that.
time.
I heard it differently. I heard it was like an even match. Kira did a really good job. Are we out of earshot? It was one punch. That sounds crazy.
That's what she said.
Wow. My hand hurts thinking about that.
She didn't mention anything about the fact that Kira only had like 5 hit points.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's hard to believe that she was able to defeat Kira in a single hit after Kira had such a long, drawn-out fight where she defeated Tarazi, who's a lot stronger than Eshki seems to be.
And he was just not making the connection between those two reasons.
Well, you make your way over to the Tarnished Tooth. It's by now. It's about lunchtime, and I gotta dip and duck to avoid some more gearsman patrols. But you can make your way over there. The place is. Oh, I didn't activate the. Now I activated it. The place is pretty empty. Oh, and there's no fights going on early in the day like this because there's not really a crowd for it. It's probably less of a crowd than usual.
Let's go find the proprietor.
You make your way in, and Eshki's just sitting at the bar, talking to Trusk because it doesn't seem like there's really a whole lot to do in the way of serving customers.
Hey, Eshki?
Ah,
I had a really bad bowl of mozzarella sticks the last time I was here. Can I talk to you about that in your office?
is this passing a secret message?
It's our code.
Yes, it is.
I won't make you roll a bluff check for it. Because it'll be 600.
Oh, no.
She says, yeah, sure. Why don't we head on down to my office? We'll have a conversation about those mozzarella sticks. She'll lead the way down to her office.
Which one of us is she going to punch?
After you...
First off, the mozzarella sticks are great.
Right.
Don't fire anybody.
You can't be saying things like that in front of other customers. I'm going to get a reputation.
Well, thankfully you don't have any today, which is kind of why we've come to you.
Ow. Right in the feels.
I mean, it's not a good time to be a character with narrative purpose in this adventure path. And we've come to you because we're not sure what to use as a base of operations. Clearly, you know that the heat is high, and we are struggling to come up with an acceptable cover or location to operate out of.
Yeah, I put two and two together, figured all the kerfuffle would be from the lot of you.
We are very pro-kerfuffle.
I notice you're running a man short right now, or a girl short, and I take it we've got Brixby, Alwyn, and you'd be Tarazi.
Oh my!
Is Kira okay?
My dear Eshki, I know I'm quite apt at disguises, but it is I, Cassius, not Tarazi.
She kind of blinks for a few times. She goes, I guess you found him. But,
Indeed.
Well, good on you, but...
Kira is fine. The only threat that she is currently risking right now is death by chocolate.
Well, that's good to hear. But, Tarazi then?
The plan worked. He's working for the Shade.
Well, good luck to him, I guess. So, I don't exactly have a ton of space here. You could stay here for a night or so. I don't want to make it a regular thing, though, because I don't know if you've heard, but, I mean, they've got patrols going around to pretty much every business. They're knocking on doors. They're talking to everybody. They're gonna come here. They're gonna take a look around. I can't really predict when it'll be.
Do you have an idea of a place that we could lay low that isn't here?
I might be able to find some. I might be able to get a lead on like a abandoned building or something. A place you could lie low there. I mean, you guys have been hiding in plain sight until now, but I guess, that only works for so long. And we could shuttle you around from place to place depending on the day. I'm sure there'd be any number of people willing to lend a few squares of their floor,
I like this, but obviously the more people we involve, the higher a risk that we run of them willingly or unwillingly selling us out.
We could go up to the palace, make friends with the sovereign. He probably wouldn't even know you from his own cousins. She looks decidedly unhappy with making that particular suggestion.
I mean, the idea of like a rotating resistance sleepover is not a terrible one. What do you two think?
I admit I don't hate the idea of seeing my face along the streets of Starfall, but not like this. I suppose it does make sense to have a rotation of sorts if we can't pin down a particular locale. If these patrols are as regular as they say, I don't rightly know. Will abandoned buildings be investigated as well? Should we... Brixby had an idea of establishing a sort of possible business of our own. Is a more legitimate reason to have square footage. And I'm not the most critical thinking of the group. I appreciate you valuing my input, but I'm a man of battle tactics more than street smarts.
You can all stay here for the night, I think. I wouldn't say stay here the whole time through. Chances are the League will come through when things are busier, but come back on the late side and you're some kind of disguise. They haven't put it on a poster every corner, and you can sleep here, and I'll put my ear to the ground, see if I can find another spot for you.
That would be hugely helpful. Thank you.
Has the Shade and her retinue come to see fights at all lately, or have they not stopped by since recruiting? What was it he went by? Broad. Don't know how you get that sound.
They haven't been back in a couple nights. Not since they left with two of yours. Well, I think with the party having secured at least a place to sleep for one night, and perhaps the future of a rotating resistance sleepover looming before them, and you've still got half a day in front of you, I'm going to bed.
Night, Sam.
Night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, party, wherever you may sleep.
Against the machine.
Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
Let's go beat up Cyrus. He seems like a punk.
I hate that guy.
Let's see what we can figure out about him, maybe. Figure out what he does, where he's near. I mean, again, you're going to have to be in our foundry to know what funny thing Jeff put into the chat there. Oh, it's Elias, not Cyrus. I'm going to have to do this whole thing again.
I was like, who's Cyrus?
I was also confused. I never know who anyone is.
No, we're going to go beat up Cyrus. We're going to go to Georgia, and we're going to beat up Cyrus from that one McFib.
We're going to beat up Peanut Man. Yep. We could go... Okay. Boop.
My dog is chewing his paw form.
After all that talk of Dracula the other day, I watched a different Tom Waits movie. Shortcuts, which is 12 hours longer than it should be.
12 hours long?
It's only about 3 hours and 20 minutes, but Man, do you really
It
feel
should
it?
have been -9 hours.
You just really feel every moment of it.
The pod should back Rasselvania.
Rasselvania forms.
About 40 hours worth of campaign for our own SDF and friends.
Let's just go. And if we're getting something, I'll remember. I've got Hero Lab. I've got the thing open. I've got you all open. I've got my guy. Feels like it's the
Got
friends.
the guy. All right.
All right.
Well, you got
Ready to
every
clap
guy you
in?
need then. Probably.
All right. Assuming Kings is off. Oh, there we go. All right.
That's not
Sorry,
Kings.
sorry.
Oh wait, no, that's not Kings. Kings
It's
has a tail.
Queen.
Is
Say
that
hi.
Potato?
This is
Oh,
Queen.
Queen.
Queen likes
Queenie.
me.
Queen.
is- yeah. Oh,
Hey,
Say
Queen.
hi. Hey, sweet
I was
girl.
gonna say, wait a minute, Kingsley has a tail.
Yes. Queen does not have a tail.